another addition to this series, and honestly one that kinda sucks to be here. I was originally just going to talk about the rival rush and getting all these damn red rings. But no, the entirety of Sonic Colors applies to fake challenge nonsense. First off, the rival rush. After doing this one, the second rival rush I ever finished, I found out I didn't have to do these to unlock Supersonic, so thank God for that. But still, this is some unfair bullshit. They wanted to redo Sonic CD with the Metal Sonic races, but this is just some unfair bullshit, and this was after so many attempts. Meanwhile, the AI is never slowed down. Even at the very end, I was worried that I lost because I was looking at the chart there. But I did win. But barely. On to the red rings and unlocking Supersonic. So much busy work. So much lazy design. So much lazy game design when it comes to these red rings. Some paths are just completely hidden. You would not know to go there unless you're looking at a guide. And even with the guide, sometimes you'll be restarting stages anyway because another red ring is on a route you didn't go to. Freaking SEGA team, they did not expect anyone to find those red rings on their own. Oh my god, I don't want to even imagine that. Because of the repetitiveness, my total playtime as of now is 24 hours. And that was mainly from so much repetition, getting all these red rings, and not only that, doing all these other stages. Just artificially increased the game length, making the game seem longer than it really is. And a lot of these stages, they are just designed in a way, it's just a half-assed way of offering replayability. All for Supersonic. What happened to this? What happened to just doing 7 special stages to get all 7 emeralds? And I know Generations came out after this, after the original, but that game handled unlocking Supersonic way better too. Since Colors Ultimate is a re-release, why not just change that? Cut the red ring requirements in half at least. Or add save states. And speaking of Generations, getting the red rings was better there too. And from what I understand, in the original Sonic Colors, the ring placements were different. They really pulled a Scholar of the First Sin. They better not have done that with Sonic Shadow Generations. Seriously, I know exactly how that's like going through one game and knowing all those placements, but then this re-release comes out and changes everything. Back to Rival Rush real quick, just a freaking speedrun mechanic. You saw that spring previously. How are we supposed to know we can jump or use the boost to interrupt the launch? In any other Sonic game, when you're on a platform like that launches you, you don't move. You just wait to get launched. But they expected you to know that you could jump here, which saves some time, just a little bit. And back to the red rings, let me show this one example of hidden paths. You are expected to know that you had to take a leap of faith. Straight from the damn 80s, save for Sonic's main thing of dying in 2 hits, really. 1 hit from losing rings, the second hit, you're done. So tired of that outdated shit. They just refuse to make a freaking health bar permanent. And the other 3 bosses after the first 3 worlds are completely lazy, they're just rehashes. And the underwater boss, I don't have footage of that one. That is definitely the worst boss in a Sonic game by far. Past Sonic games had a water boss, you know, in a water area. Sometimes you're underwater, but not a boss fight where you're always underwater. I got one more thing to talk about, but let me show the rest of this footage first. Okay, this is one of the stages in the final world. Didn't think there'd be any stages after that, after all the freaking busy work. And it's just one big run with these annoying enemies for most of the game. Especially this crab enemy coming up from the water world, where you couldn't dodge them, you couldn't jump to dodge an attack. You had to keep boosting. But if you didn't have any boost, you're done. If I didn't unlock Supersonic, doing this stage would have been hell. And I forgot to mention this, Sonic Colors Ultimate doesn't have traditional lives, which just means they have that logic that with unlimited lives, they can throw so much bullshit at us. That is exactly what a lot of 80s games did when they had unlimited continues. One other annoying thing is when the game switches to a 2D view. The view is too far when it should be closer than that. Here's one example from one of the previous bosses. Can you see where I am? I'll put an arrow there. Freaking ridiculous. Now look back at Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You can see yourself there when fighting the boss. Shit like this is why full mod support desperately needs to come to consoles. I don't care who does it first, Microsoft or Sony. Just do it, so we can wipe out this fake challenge shit forever.